Starting a new business is hard. Starting a podcast is hard. Breaking out of your comfort zone is hard. And sharing your work feels really vulnerable. There have been a million times along the way where I've wanted to quit, thinking if this is so hard, maybe it's not what I'm meant to do. Welcome to Hey Beautiful Creative, the podcast designed to inspire and empower creative entrepreneurs just like you. Whether you're a full-time artist or crafter, a side hustler, or someone dreaming of starting your own creative business, this show is your new best friend, here to support and encourage you on your journey in creative entrepreneurship. I'm your host, Tori Nguyen. With over 2 decades of experience selling my handmade goods online, to boutiques, and at markets, I've been where you are and I'm here to help you grow. My best friend and I also own 2 retail stores and organize large craft markets, which gives me a unique perspective on combining creativity with effective business strategies from both sides of the table. Each week we'll dive into practical business and marketing tips, inspiring artist interviews, and the motivation you need to take your creative dreams and make them your reality. Whether you're looking to boost your confidence, refine your business skills, or take actionable steps toward your goals, this podcast will leave you energized and ready to chase your dreams. Have you ever looked at something you've made and said to yourself, who am I to call myself an artist, or maker, or designer? If you have, this episode is for you. Today we're talking about imposter syndrome. If you're not entirely sure what imposter syndrome is, think of it like extreme self-doubt. It's an internal nagging, a worry, that feeling that you're not good enough or legit enough. It's the fear that people will uncover that you actually aren't as qualified or as talented as they think you are. You feel like a big phony, and it's only a matter of time before people uncover the truth about you. Imposter syndrome can show up in our thoughts in lots of ways. Here are some examples. I'm not a real artist because I haven't had any formal training. Why would anybody buy this from me when so many other people make things that are way cooler? If I was good at business, I wouldn't be struggling so much financially. Those kinds of thoughts can keep you playing small or stop you in your tracks altogether. I do have some good news for you, though. Imposter syndrome is super common. It's something that most people deal with at one time or another, and even well-known artists and makers, people who you really see as successful, struggle with it as well. Those negative, limiting thoughts and fears are not truths. Keep that in mind. I'm experiencing imposter syndrome right now, in real time, writing this episode. I'm sitting at my kitchen table with my laptop open, my orange cat Stanley's sitting next to me. He's headbutting my arm for attention. I'm staring at a fairly empty Google Drive document and wondering, why would anybody want to hear what I have to say? There are already so many people out there doing something similar to what I'm doing, and they look very successful and so far ahead of where I'm at. And I'm going to be really vulnerable for a second. I'm also thinking, why would anyone listen to me about running a creative business when my own handmade business has always been pretty small? I've never had lots of popularity online. I've never had sold-out launches or waiting lists for my products. You know what that makes me think of? That really terrible saying that goes, those who can do, those who can't teach. Who came up with that anyway? And does anybody else find that horribly offensive? Because first of all, I think teachers and teaching is one of the most noble professions, especially people who teach children and youth. And they're severely underpaid, highly underappreciated, and I have the biggest respect for anyone who teaches. That's getting off topic, but my point is that saying is terrible, but somehow it's culturally ingrained in my brain, and it pops up to reinforce my imposter syndrome. So pay attention to your thoughts and where they might be coming from. The concepts might be culturally planted or put there by our well-meaning friends, parents, family members. That doesn't make them true. So listen to your thoughts and see and really think about, where is this coming from? Is this even my own thought? The answer is probably no. I love explaining things to people. I really love it, and I want to teach what I've learned running my business over the last 20 years. I could grow my business and sell in hundreds of shops and create scarcity by doing small batch launches. I could do that if that was what I really wanted to do, but it isn't. That's not where my heart is right now. I just really like explaining things, and I used to teach small business classes for artists and makers. I really love doing it. I want to inspire you, I want to motivate you, and I want to support you in doing whatever it is that you really want to do. I want to share what I've learned with you. That's what lights me up. And that's what I need to remember when the imposter syndrome rears its ugly head, like right now. Starting a new business is hard. Starting a podcast is hard. Breaking out of your comfort zone is hard. And sharing your work feels really vulnerable. There have been a million times along the way where I've wanted to quit, thinking if this is so hard, maybe it's not what I'm meant to do. That's also not a truth. It is what I need to do, and I know that, and it's what I want to do. And I've had to really work through this hard spot. I don't want to walk away knowing that I never really tried. And I have to sit here in my discomfort. I feel like I'm wearing it like a bathrobe. But slowly, this page is filling up with words, so I am making progress. The thing about imposter syndrome is it'll probably visit you from time to time, even when your business is doing well or when you've reached a goal or a big milestone. That's probably when it's most likely to show up. But you're going to be ready for it. It's going to ring your doorbell like a solicitor just when you've sat down to eat dinner. Except next time it shows up, you'll have a little more experience and practice dealing with it. It's going to be easier and easier to turn down the volume so that it doesn't totally derail you. Confidence isn't generally something we start with. It's something we build. You wouldn't sign up for a marathon and expect yourself to be able to run the entire distance the first time you start jogging. So don't expect to feel fully confident in sharing your art or running your business all of the time. You've got to build that muscle. Here are some things you can do when imposter syndrome is present with you. And like with anything, the more you practice these things, the easier they'll become and the better you're going to get at it. First, notice your thoughts and recognize that what you're dealing with is imposter syndrome. Name it. Then, try to reframe those thoughts into something more positive, or at the very least, something constructive. For example, I'm not a real artist becomes I am an artist because I create. Everyone else is already so far ahead of me becomes everyone's path and timeline is different and unique. If I was good at business, I would be selling more becomes I'm always learning and expanding my experience. See how easy that is? It's just going to take some repetition and some gentle reminders for yourself until it becomes more of a habit. Probably going to have to do it a lot of times, but you can do it. It might be helpful to write a list of things that back up that positive statement as proof. I am an artist because I make art. I have sold a piece of my work. I am driven to create. I see beauty all around me. We are all artists. Keep it where you can see it and look at it, refer to it whenever your imposter syndrome creeps in. Deep down, I know that I have a lot of knowledge and a lot of real-world experience to share with you, no matter how big or how small my creative business has been. So my proof list would look a little something like this. I have valuable information to share with other artists and makers because I've been self-employed for about 2 decades. I set a specific goal and was able to grow my business to support my dream of buying a house. I've been a part of the craft world for most of my adult life, met so many amazing people along the way, and have learned so much. I work with artists and makers on a daily basis. I studied business in college, and I am always learning new things about marketing and social media. Here's my challenge for you this week, beautiful creative. I want you to claim your power. Declare it out loud, either in person or to someone via email or on social media, that you are an artist, maker, designer, creative business owner, whatever it is that you're struggling to claim. Say it. I am an artist. You could even send that statement to me on Instagram. You can DM me. I'm at HeyBeautifulCreative, or post about it and tag me so that I can see it and cheer for you. I'm always here for you. Imposter syndrome doesn't mean you're not an artist or a creative business owner. It doesn't mean you're not talented. It doesn't mean you can't do it. It's just a sign that you care deeply about what you're doing and you care deeply about your work. And that's a really beautiful thing. Share your work with the world. We need more of it. If you'd like more support and guidance with creative confidence, sign up for my Creative Confidence Kickstart 5-day challenge. You'll get 5 days of actionable tips, strategies, and moral support to help you break through imposter syndrome, push back on perfectionism, and move forward toward your goals and dreams. Sign up at heybeautifulcreative.com. It's completely free, and I would love to see you in the challenge. I would also love your feedback if there are any topics that you want to hear on the podcast. And I am looking forward to starting some artist interviews in the near future. If you'd like to be a guest, hit me up at HeyBeautifulCreative on Instagram. I look forward to meeting you. See you next week. If you enjoyed this episode or found it helpful, it would mean the absolute world to me if you would write a review, share it on your socials, or forward it to a friend. Be sure to subscribe or follow the show wherever you listen to your podcast so you don't miss out on upcoming episodes. And check out HeyBeautifulCreative.com for more resources designed to help you take your creative dreams and turn them into your reality. See you next week.